All right, it's Prop the Mic. We are live coming to you on a Monday morning, fresh off a nice football Sunday. We had some NBA yesterday, too. We had the NBA Cup semifinals over the weekend. Got the finals tomorrow. How's it going, Dave? How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great, man. It was
Yeah?
a good weekend. Continue to just build units. I think we're up
Building
over
units.
57 units in NBA over the last 6 weeks.
Dude.
So that's feeling pretty good. NFL, we had a positive week. We put up a couple units, but we're not seeing the same like domination that we're seeing in the NBA, but that's okay. We
Yeah.
keep things afloat in the NFL. We're turning positive profit, but the big breadwinner this year so far has been NBA.
It's just been a scorching hot NBA run. They don't come around too often. Hopefully, we can just keep this riding, keep this momentum going into the into the new year. That would be very nice. Speaking of going into the new year, running a little 2-week trial. You can come join the Discord. We put our alt prop sheet up on X this morning. You can find the link to the 2-week free trial, so you can get all our picks from the Discord. So come check it out.
Yeah, it's in the
Um,
comments of this
yeah, good call.
post, the post for the video. So I literally just submitted it. So just go down there, hit the join button. It'll take you to Dub Club. You get 2 weeks free, which basically takes you to the end of the year, and you will see the value that we bring to you. Obviously, we bring you a lot of great free picks here on X, but I think you will enjoy the way we structured our Discord. It's real nice.
Yeah, and you got the big NBA Christmas slate coming up, so get those. You want those picks for some big NBA games. This is a fun 2-week span for the NBA. So
Yeah, you want to be cashing some bets as
hey, pay for those
sitting there with
presents.
grandma.
Yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. And
Oh,
real quick before we get started, we as always, the podcast is sponsored by Props.cash. So go check them out. And you can sign up using code PTM to get 25% off your first month of Props.cash. We're going to fire up the screen in just a minute here. It's how we figure out all of our plays, which ones we're going to pick. We're going to go through our alt prop sheet on this podcast. Last week on Dub Club TV, we went through the alt prop sheet, and what did we do? A 14 legger that cashed.
14 leg. It was almost plus 1,600. It was awesome, man. We it was very surgical. We went through, classified everything as 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, and took all the 5 stars, put them together. Literally 14 out of 14. It was amazing. So
It
I
was
know a lot
amazing.
of people made money on that. We'll see if we can do that again today, and we'll be back on Dub Club TV later this week. So we'll do it again there.
Yes, sir. All right. You ready to fire it up?
Yeah, let's
All right.
go.
Let's go.
Let me let me
You want to pull up the screen?
yeah, let me share this. It'll look very similar to the alt prop cheat sheet that we posted this morning. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so basically this is the kind of the magic behind the alt prop cheat sheet. We go through, we kind of utilize some Props.cash data to figure out the hit rates for every player. We'll just go through the top row again. I know a lot of you have kind of been through this little education, but for those of you that are new, real quick, if you're looking at like the top row here, you see Zubac, center for the Clippers, playing Utah tonight. We're going to look at his rebounds. His total line, I think, is like 10.5 rebounds. Our alts are usually around like 85% of that line. So we look at his 8 rebounds. Awesome hit rate, 96% hit rate on the season, 100% of his last 10 games. So 10 out of his last 10. I love this feature here. It shows verse opponent. So what has he done against Utah this season? He is 1 for 1. So they've played once, or at least he played against them once and cleared in that game. His DVP is 17, meaning Utah is giving up the 17th most rebounds to opposing centers. So they're kind of middle of the pack, right? That's 17 out of 30 teams. So not great DVP, but it's pretty good. We've got a projection in here as well. He's projected to put up 1.7 times this rebound line. So that'll put us somewhere around, I don't know, like 14 or 15 rebounds. And then cleaning the glass rank, we kind of pulled some data from cleaning the glass, bring that in. This basically means he's a 97% rebounder for his position, meaning he's one of the best rebounders in the league at the center position. So, and then the last thing, minutes, he's projected for 33 minutes tonight, and his minute hit rate, which you'll hear Tom and I talking about, every game that he's played 33 plus minutes this season, he's cleared his rebound line. So, of eight plus rebounds. So that's really how this kind of works. We're going to flip over to the props.cash screen in a second, but this will be the list we're going through. We got 29 total props. We'll classify everything as, anything between a 1 and a 5 star, and we'll see what we can put together at the end of this. Sound good?
All right, let's do it.
All right. So I'll let you pull up the props.cash screen, and then we'll get rolling.
Here we go. Can you see that?
No.
No.
All right, I'll
yeah, I'm getting an error that I have to refresh something. So sorry.
All right, we're up.
All righty.
Tom's like an apprentice still. He's still learning how to handle the screens behind the scenes.
Yes, yeah. You're a real professional when it comes to that. So.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go through rebounds first. Let's look at Zubac, who we were just talking about. Like we said, he's going up against the Jazz tonight. Jazz are a pretty big team with Kessler and Markkanen and John Collins. It's basically 3 centers that are out there. So that's why they're not a top team to rebound against. But if you just look at Zubac this year, getting to 8+ rebounds, it's pretty good, man. That's your 96% hit rate. Looks like he's done it in like 12, 13 straight. And then against the Jazz, he had 11 rebounds in 33 minutes. So,
yeah, that seems pretty good. Anything on? Everyone's on extra rest today. Is he better or worse when he gets some extra rest?
Let's look at 2 days rest. Yeah, he's played on 2 days rest twice this year. He had 15 and 12 rebounds. So
there we go.
Should be good. So I like this one. I'm willing to give this a 5. What do you think?
5? Yeah, we can go 5 on that one.
Okay.
I can get behind that. All right, I'm logging those.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go to the Pistons Heat game. This is actually, I think, the 3rd time these teams are playing, and our prop that we're looking at here is, again, rebounds. We're looking at Cade for 5+ rebounds. He has done that in every game but one this season. Obviously, if you're putting this together on FanDuel, you got to wait till a little bit later in the day to lock this in at 5, because they currently offer like 4, 6, 8, 10. But what do you think of Cade for 5+ rebounds?
I like that quite a bit. You look, Miami also not a great rebounding team, surprisingly, right?
Yeah, middle of the pack for opposing guards, but overall not a great rebounding team. We can look at what point guards have done.
Yeah,
on props.cash here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
What is that? 24th. 24th.
Yeah,
Cade's hard to classify. He's huge for a point guard. He's really even cleaning the glass has him. I don't know about this season, but seasons past he's even been classified as a wing just because of his size and. Yeah,
I think a guy like RJ Barrett's probably a pretty good comp in terms of size and rebounding capabilities, right?
For rebounding, yes.
Not overall game, different game, but rebounding wise. And Barrett just put up 11.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes, they actually have classified as a point guard, which is funny. LaMelo, which is definitely different type of player, but definitely 10+ rebounds in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know. And against Miami, like I said, he put up 7 and 8. So I actually think
I like this is a 5-star. I like.
Yeah, I think his straight up play is good. at 6.5.
At 6.5. Yeah. I mean, at 6, what's his hit rate on the season at 6? Probably pretty good, right? Yeah, you're only knocking out.
Yeah, he's got an
games,
82% hit rate at 6.
and 3 of those were in the first 5 games of the season.
Exactly.
So I like that. Even at 6, I like that. But at 5, I love it. That's a definite 5-star at 5.
All right. Let's lock it in.
2 5-stars to start off the show. Let's go.
On fire. This is going to be a 5-star too. Domantas Sabonis.
Oh, baby. Yeah, 9 of his last 10, 92% on the season. DVP of 4, 91st percentile on cleaning the glass, rebounder. We know that. This also seems real good. Real good. What's his history been against Jokic?
Pretty good.
Woo!
Pretty good.
Look at that.
8 out of his last 9.
That. The only miss was in Denver. So I like that. Can we see?
And he only played 18 minutes that game.
Oh, can we see what he's done in Sacramento? Has he got some of those higher totals? The games in Sacramento. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right.
And Denver, despite Jokic's ability to rebound, MPJ, Gordon, they give up a lot of rebounds. Zubac, who we were just talking about, had 13. Conwu probably only played 20-something minutes, had 9. Capella in the same game, 10. Joval, 12. Jared Allen, 15. This is a home run. I think he could easily have like 16 rebounds this game.
Yes.
So I like his straight up line. I'm telling you, there are certain days where the all prop cheat sheet, I pull it up.
It just
and like it just pops. Like
yeah.
And today was one of those days, especially on the rebounding side. There's a lot of really good plays here. So
I see a couple more of them already eyeing here. So yeah, let's keep moving.
All right, next on the list is Vucevic. And we go through this in order of overall hit rate. So for the season, so this is also still 88% hit rate on the season for 7+ rebounds. Vuce has been a little regression of late. On the scoring side, but rebounding wise, he's been pretty good. So this was just for 7 rebounds, so that gets us to the 88% mark. If you take him down to 6, you get all the way up to 96%.
Is that what he is on the sheet? Oh no, he's at 7.
He's 7, because that gets us above the 80% mark we're looking for. So
yeah, I think that's pretty good. Has he been okay on extra rest? Oh, 7 days. You're not going to get any days on 7 days. So, yeah.
But if you look at opposing centers versus the Raptors, especially with Scotty Barnes now out, Bam had 16, Cat had 15, and Hartenstein had 16, and then Bam had 20.
Wow. I like the Bam comp for Vucevic.
Yeah, playmaking centers, like Vuce puts up more threes than Bam, right? So
yeah, more from like a rebounding perspective.
I just mean that takes him away from some of the offensive rebounding, but defensively, I don't know. Seems like a good spot. So I like it.
4.
I like. Well, the question is, we could put it at 4 for 7, or we can take it down to 6 and play it for 5.
I want to see what the odds are on 6. I'm looking right now. It's -700.
Okay. Don't be afraid of -700s.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you get a couple -400s, 2 -400s mixed with 2 -700s, and you get a plus 100. So
yeah.
But let's go with 4. I'm okay with that.
Let's go with 4.
All right, Tyler Hero. This is gonna be hard to convince Tom not to play because Tom loves Tyler Hero.
He was there when I said I was eyeing some people down the list. He was the guy I was talking about.
All right, so for 4 rebounds, his line is 4.5. So this is just a slight dip down in what he needs to get. But
9 of his last 10. They played Detroit a couple times, right? Already?
Twice. He had 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Yeah, this seems pretty good. I have a feeling you don't. Yeah, 9 of his last 10. 72nd percentile rebounder. Playing, he's projected for 36 minutes, big minutes. Are those misses? Those threes? Did he play lower minutes in those games?
No, he never plays lower minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing about Hero. As long as the game's somewhat competitive, he's out
Yeah.
there for 30 plus almost. He only played less than 30 minutes twice this season, and he cashed in both of those. So
Yeah.
I don't like how he just gets to 4 a lot, right? I mean, I guess it's only 4 times this season. I think it's a good play, but
give it a 4.
You want mostly because we had a builder earlier this season that was one of these games. It was one of these three plussers, so I'm still a little upset about that.
Okay, so put him at a 3 or a 4?
No, 4. It's a good play.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd risk my builder.
Yeah.
On him getting that 4th one. He's definitely getting 3 rebounds.
Yeah. All right.
Mobley. This is a tricky one. You're getting good value on Mobley. It's at only 6 rebounds. But he still hasn't come back from his injuries. So he was supposed to play the other day and was like a late scratch. So I think this is risky just because I don't know what kind of minutes you're going to get out of him tonight.
Yeah. All right. So we'll take a pass on this one.
All right. Let's put him as a 3, right?
Okay.
I think it could be a home run. If you're feeling Mobley tonight, then just play him small units, like 0.25 units for 10 plus, right? Because I think he could easily put up big rebounds in this game, but I just don't know what he's going to get. So we'll leave him out of the builder.
Exactly.
All right. Keegan Murray for 5+ rebounds, 81% hit rate on the season.
You also get the Kenny Atkinson revenge game going back to Brooklyn, who fired him. Keegan Murray, 72nd percentile rebounder. Projection is real nice. I mean, we're at 1.8 on his over his projection.
Yeah,
8 of his last 10.
I mean, he's projected for 35 plus minutes. If you get him up to, if you get him up to 34 plus minutes, then he's had 4+ rebounds in every game. He's had,
wow,
he's had 5+
double digit,
88%. He must be tall. Is he tall?
He's pretty tall. Yeah, I think so.
It's like every guy in the NBA is tall. Let's see what can you get him for 4 rebounds at? I mean, minus 600 for 4 rebounds is pretty good, man. I don't know if I can get too excited about 5, but what do you think? You're excited about it?
I do like the and what's he done with Denver, against Denver?
Let me see. Yeah, he had he didn't play against Denver this season, so he was out of that game, but he had 4 rebounds the last time they played, 5 the time before that. So
I'll give it a I don't know. It's not a 5.
I give it a 4, maybe at 5 rebounds. But if you really like playing this, I think if you get him down to 4 rebounds, at minus 600, I mean, look what he's done. 4 rebounds. He's cleared in, forget the minutes filter. He's cleared this in 96% of games.
Wow.
For minus 600, that's pretty good.
You want to adjust it here and give it a 5-star at 4?
Sure. Okay. All right. Jokic is our last rebound play. For 10 rebounds, 80% hit rate, 8 of his last 10, 91st percentile rebounder for his position. I always struggle with Jokic rebounds, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I hear you. 10 rebounds is pretty good. What's he done against Sacramento?
He also Did they actually play this season?
What are his minutes?
Oh no, they didn't play this season. That's why he's not showing up. Yeah, 14. The last time they played back in February of last season, but then 5 and 8 the 2 times before that. I mean, that's troubling, right? He had 5 rebounds in 39 minutes against Sacramento.
It's Sabonis. Sabonis is cleaning up.
I think, I'm curious to see what his offensive versus defensive rebound splits are. I would say Jokic gets. I mean, that's probably a pretty good ratio, right? 3.9 offensive rebounds to 9.4 defensive rebounds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think against Sacramento, he's probably just not going to grab that many offensive rebounds, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to hurt him. I mean,
yeah.
I don't love him for a builder.
No,
not at 10.
Let's give him a 3-star.
3, so that's so disrespectful. MVP of the league, just trashing him. All right, let's go to the assists. One of Tom's other favorites, Jimmy Butler, 3 assists, 94% hit rate on the season, 100% of his last 10, cleared in his previous matchup versus Detroit, and he is a 96% rebound assister,
playmaker.
What do you think?
It's
hard to argue with that.
3, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. What did he do in the 2 games against Detroit? We said
he only played in one of them.
Oh, okay.
But he had 7 assists. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. I like it.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Let's do 5. All right. Darius Garland for 5 assists. Another guy he's a hard one to figure out, man. But let's see what he's done. He's been pretty good.
8 of his last 10. He gets a DVP matchup of 12. 40th percentile, so not great, in terms of the assists for a point guard. Which kind of goes to what you were just saying there.
Yeah, I mean, Ja had 10 assists and Lillard had 11 assists in the last 2 games against Brooklyn. No Dennis and Halliburton had 8. No Dennis Schroeder there anymore.
They play? They haven't played, right?
I don't believe so. I mean, he's got a good history against Brooklyn, but
yeah. But also just getting there. I mean, I don't like the number of games this season where he's either been under or had 5, or just gotten there.
Yeah, this 6 was this season.
Yeah, I give this a 4.
It's a 4. It's a good play, but it's not.
Okay.
I mean, we got a list of all-stars here, man. We got to be selective. All right, Jamal Murray. How you feeling?
You want to just skip do Mitchell while we're on this game right here?
We can do Mitchell and sorry, yeah, we'll skip over.
We'll come back to Murray in a sec.
Sorry, Jamal, you got to wait. All right, what do we got? 4 assists?
3 assists for Mitchell.
3.
80% on the season. 8 of his last 10. He did not clear in that game against Brooklyn. DVP of 12, like we just said. Again, even worse than Garland. He is a 37th percentile assist guy. He really scoring is his primary focus there.
Yeah.
Though look at that assist output over the last whatever that is, 8 games or so.
Yeah.
That how many of those games did Mobley miss?
Probably like 4 of them.
Yeah,
like 4. So you think his assist total
went up without Mobley?
Without Mobley, he only 2 games. He's averaging 5 assists.
I was gonna say I think in a way like his assist total might be better with Mobley. And it seems like that is the case. Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a 4 as well.
Yeah, I mean it should be a 5 based on what I'm seeing, but it just like this is where like the gut takes over. You got a 10-point spread, right? I kind
I
of
also
want to
like this is where I also like to factor in the cleaning the glass rankings, right?
Right.
And see, somebody who like this is not his primary focus out there. When you see cleaning the glass and they're ranked in the 85th, 91st percentile, then you're like, all right, this is but at the 37th percentile, middle of the pack DVP in a game that could blow out. I could see Kenny Atkinson really wanting to show up the Brooklyn, going back to Brooklyn. He's a Long Island guy. They fired him. I'm sure there's a little bit of animosity. He seems like that kind of guy. So let's
do you
give
know
this
that?
a 4.
How
Huh?
do you know that about Kenny?
I could just tell.
You could
by
just
looking
tell
at him.
he's a spiteful guy.
He's an intense guy, and I can see him.
Jared Allen too. His return back to Brooklyn too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Probably for like the sixth time or something.
He's definitely played. Yeah.
He does not seem like a spiteful guy. He just seems like a happy-go-lucky
100%,
guy.
exactly. All right, let's look at
Jamal Murray. Let's go to Jamal.
Yep. We got Jamal Murray for 4 assists, 83% of the season, 9 of his last 10 though. 10 DVP matchup. They have not played this season. 58th percentile. Again, not a guy who prioritizes. He's more of a shooting guard than a real genuine point guard, especially when you got a guy like Jokic there. So what's that chart look like? Yeah.
83%. He's cleared in, I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
I don't think he was playing in those games. I think those are just showing up. I think he was out that season or something. But 7, 3, and 6. It's
okay. It's not I'd be hard pressed to give Jamal Murray assists a 5-star.
But 237 points in this game. If your starting point guard can't get 4 assists in a 240 point game, that's insane.
That's a good point.
But yeah, let's give it a 4-star. We got better plays.
Were you leaning 5 on that?
No.
Okay.
No. If he had gotten 4 in this last game, my whole mentality would have shifted. But when you see like this beautiful trend and then it's just a drop off to 3, that changes my feeling.
Yeah.
Shouldn't, but
all right. Let's go to his teammate here.
Yeah, Christian Braun, right? For 9 points. Awesome hit rates. 96% hit rate on the season. 9 of his last 10, DVP of 13.
Yeah.
Not the best cleaning glass ranking at 59%, but he's kind of like a hybrid role player. So, right.
He's classified as a wing on cleaning the glass. So you got some real like high power, high scoring wings. So that's probably, if he was classified as a combo guard, which I believe he was last year, that percentage would be probably a little bit higher, I'd imagine. But but regardless, at 9 points, is this going to throw you off? Is that 9, not 12, right?
Yeah, it's 9. Sorry, I was just looking to see if he was.
So the only it's just the last game. I don't know if this goes against your theory, but I like this one. I think in a like you just said, a 237 point total against the Sacramento team. I don't know. 9 points for him seems really good.
Yeah, why did he only play 24 minutes last game? Did he get hurt? Because I see he's a game time. He's a game time decision, so maybe he got hurt. Let's see what his fourth quarter minutes were. He didn't play in the fourth quarter. Played 8 minutes in the third quarter. I have a feeling he may have gotten hurt. I didn't.
Injury status questionable for Monday. Let's see here. Injured back. Yeah, maybe we lay off this one.
Yeah.
Seems really good if he wasn't banged up.
He's too young to have an injured back.
Yeah, it seems like.
What are we talking about here?
I mean, 90%, 96% overall in the season when he's played.
It's good value play, but I wouldn't mess around with it. I'd give it a 3 probably.
Okay, let's go.
All right, De'Aaron Fox, another favorite of Tom's.
Been talking about
points.
This game all day. This is the game of the night, huh?
Yeah, everything's popping from this game because of the 237 point total. So 18 points for this for Fox, 92% hit rate on the season, 9 of his last 10. DVP of 6, man.
Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Cleaning the
81st
glass.
percentile.
Yeah,
cleaning the
81st
glass. Oh, amazing.
I kind of love that.
Let's see what that chart looks like.
Sorry. Wasn't doing my job there. He has cleared. That's yeah, he has cleared.
What were his minutes in those games?
Yeah,
Yes,
17
yeah,
and
only-
28. So
Yeah, so low minutes in those games.
Low minutes in
It
those
looked like they
games.
were late in the season, maybe, or something.
I mean, look at this. This guy just has a knack for getting a 18.
It's a 5-star for me, baby.
Can we bring him down a little bit though? Just like a little bit of buffer.
You want him at 15?
I mean, 15. I would.
What are
That's
let's see what the odds are. You know what you have them
minus
already?
750. Yeah, it's not great.
Dude, what's wrong with 17, man?
It's 18.
Oh, 18. What's wrong with 18?
I just want some buffer.
And when was the first game of the season, dude? This is.
But look at
I
that.
like it.
18.
Yeah.
Can't just bring him to 17. Can you just like entertain me there?
I don't know what the odds are going to be.
17, you'll get it for minus
All right.
400. Minus
All right,
400.
let's adjust it down to 17. Then you feel. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Okay.
We're gonna have a 14 legger and it's gonna cash because Fox ends with 17 points.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Aaron Gordon for 10 points.
Let's see.
You want to read some of the stats while I pull that up?
Yeah. 83% on the season, 8 of his last 10 overall, 14 DVP, 86th percentile scorer. I don't know where Cleaning the Glass has him. If he's at a forward or big, I would imagine
Small sample. He's only played 12 games, right? He was out with an injury
that's pretty good for him to be in the 86th percentile as a big man, because you got some big scoring big men, high scoring big men. So yeah, that's pretty good. What do we have? 10. Yeah. What about his history versus Sacramento?
Yeah, I mean, he's crushed.
In Sacramento, can we see in Sacramento?
12, 11, 17, 14.
I like it. Big total in this game. AG for 10 points.
But what's up with all right, so forget this one. This was his injury game.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're talking about one game. And that was his first or second game back from the injury?
No, he's been back for a while. He's been back at least 1, 2, 3, 4. This I think is his 6th game back. I don't like that he's only playing 23 minutes though.
Yeah.
That's not great for scoring 10 points. I mean, obviously, if Christian Brown is out, they'll probably push him, but we do have him projected for 30 minutes. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess if we're a little worried about, I don't know. Still 10. I mean, he could get 10 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, but we're trying to put together like the best.
Okay. All right. 4. We'll give it a 4.
It's definitely a 4. It's leaning towards a 5, but
okay. No half stars.
All right. MPJ, 14 points, 83% of the games this season, 9 of his last 10. What do you think?
Now you're talking about me, players I love. Who's a player that you're always going to?
I have an unhealthy obsession with Michael Porter Jr.
But we did see what was his field goal? He's averaging 15 field goal attempts this season.
Yeah.
14.5 field goal attempts per game.
He took a season low 11 field goal attempts last game.
Who'd they play in that game?
They played the Clippers.
Yeah.
They beat them down too. I don't think they played. I think he sat like most of the fourth quarter in that game too. He was slow. He started out. We actually played him in that game. He started out slow and then he picked it up. Yeah. What are you thinking?
Can we see his history against Sacramento?
versus
Tom.
Sacramento. Yeah, 13, 14. Not amazing.
No.
And away 30, 19, 13.
What do you think?
4.
Yeah, agreed.
Right?
I was thinking you were wanting 5, but yeah, 4.
I don't
4 is
know.
where it's
I
at.
put my personal
Okay.
interest to the side.
All right.
Okay.
On to the 3s.
Yeah.
Or you want to go to PRA first?
I mean, PRA is a little redundant, right? Like we're looking at Sabonis, Mobley,
Yeah.
Brown, Fox,
Yeah,
Powell.
okay.
Maybe we can look at Norman Powell. But yeah, let's look at 3s. We got RJ Barrett for 1-3. He's done this in every game this season.
Every game this season, although he is a 25th percentile 3-point shooter. But his projection is he's probably taking a lot of shots. I'd like to see that chart in games without Scotty Barnes. Let me get a sec.
Yeah, he's averaging 5.8 3-point attempts per game. I mean, he really should be hitting more threes.
Go to injuries.
Oh, injuries.
Yeah.
Without. Yeah.
Some high totals. What about the attempts, the 3-point attempts? Did it go up in those games?
3-point attempts go up to 6 without Barnes, and what was it?
4.8 or something.
4.8. Yeah, 5.8.
Oh, 5.8.
So not that different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
The odds are probably not great on this, right?
Yeah.
For
1-3. Let's take a look. It's okay. I mean, these aren't as good.
Minus 800.
Minus 800. I mean, that's
yeah.
pretty good for something that's happened every single game this season.
Yeah,
right?
and Chicago. I mean, Chicago's a good team to target too. I think they allow. I could pull it up real quick. Defensive shooting frequency, all 3s. Chicago is. Oh no, they've actually
tightened up. Yeah, 19th overall DVP against guards. So that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, they've actually allowed on the season the what is that? The fifth fewest 3-point attempts.
Yeah, I mean, I usually try to keep the 3-pointers out of the builders, but maybe we just create like a 3-point builder as well.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll choose like the best like 4. So, would you consider that a 4 or a 5 or?
I mean,
what do you say?
Done it in every game this season.
So all right, let's call it a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, LaMelo, is LaMelo back today?
Let's see. How are we doing on time? All right, we're good. LaMelo. Back to playing the Sixers. Promising. I see a promising injury update.
Yeah. He's projected to play.
Yeah.
I mean, LaMelo for 2 threes is like.
Yeah. I mean, how many attempts does he have a game?
13.1.
13.1 3-point attempts.
Yes, he attempted 23s last time. 7 for 20. He's like he and Trae Young are like cut from the same cloth, man.
I mean, he's shooting. He's taking 50% of his shots from 3. What's his?
They're just not like high percentage shots, right? Like he shoots from 5 feet behind the line, like off balance.
36%. 36%.
Again, minus 800 for this, but
yeah. Is that a 5?
I mean, 2 threes for LaMelo.
Seems like a 5. All right, let's go.
All right.
Jaden Ivey.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna put all the 5s into a builder.
10 straight games, 92% on the season. 10 straight games. He's had 1-3. Both games against Miami, he's cleared. 45th percentile 3-point shooter. He's a little bit more of a slasher. He'll get to the rim a little bit more. It's not totally his game, the 3s, but what did he have in those 2 games against Miami?
5 and 1. Ooh. I mean, very similar to Barrett, right? Like doesn't clear 1 a lot, but
Any better
he
at
does
home?
get to one. Better at home. Let's see. No, it's actually cleared every away game.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
4, agreed.
Yeah,
It's a great play. I mean, 92% hit rate, but
yeah.
There
we
who knows?
go. Here's my boy now, Tyler Hero.
Done. 5.
Yeah, 2 threes, 91% of the season, 8 of his last 10, both games against the Pistons, 92nd percentile 3-point shooter. His projection is a 2.0, so he's
projected for 4 threes, basically.
4 threes in that game, man.
He had 10
He had 10
against Detroit.
5. Move on.
Should we ladder up Hero maybe later?
That might be a good look there.
All right, so that was for 2 threes, right?
Yeah.
Let me see what the odds on that is. For 2 threes, it's minus 700. So far you got LaMelo for 2, RJ for 1, and Hero for 2. That brings you to minus 218. Probably going to need 2 more props to get that to plus money.
Let's look at Spider. Donovan Mitchell, 2 threes, 88% on the season, 8 of his last 10 overall. He cleared in the previous game against Brooklyn. 12 DVP, 75th percentile 3-point shooter. Projected for 34 minutes. When he plays 34 minutes this season, he's cleared in every single game that he's played 34 plus minutes.
Look at him against Brooklyn too.
Woohoo! In Brooklyn, he's the New York guy, right? Let's see him in Brooklyn. Away.
6.
Away. No, away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There we go.
5-5, 3-4-4.
We can ladder. Let's ladder Mitchell and Hero up. This is a 5.
It's a 5. He's so painful to watch, but yes.
What's painful?
I don't know.
Mitchell is painful for you to watch?
He is.
That's your take? That's your hot take today?
That's my hot take.
What's painful?
I don't know. I just feel like every time I bet him, he does something other than what I need him to do.
He doesn't listen to you.
He doesn't listen.
All right.
Anti-PTM, but that's fine. We throw him in there. We're up to minus 153. So we got one more, and we're there.
All right. James Harden, the beard, 2 threes against Utah, 88% on this season, 9 of his last 10. He cleared in the previous game, 6 DVP, 54th percentile.
Wow, he just gets there a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like he's been hot lately. Like you see those two, the game with the 7 and the game with the 6.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he doesn't take a lot of threes anymore, right? Well, he's averaging 8.3 a game. Jeez, never mind. Yeah, you like it? I think we'll get good odds on
against Utah. Let's see.
What his history against Utah?
See last year against Utah.
He didn't play in that game. He played 10 minutes in that game. So
every game, basically.
Every game.
Yeah. And this game is in LA. You want to give this a 5?
It's minus 440. So if you think about value wise, if you're factoring in the odds into it, that actually you add him in, that takes us up to plus 103 with those 5 plays.
All right, give it a 5.
We're changing our methodology on the fly.
I see a note on X from Young Peasy about Keontae George. We'll get to that in one sec. We'll take a look at that for you in one sec.
All right, and then let's look at Norm Powell for threes.
Storm and Norman. Let's take a look. 84% on the season, 8 of his last 10. Same DVP of 6. 80th percentile 3-point shooter. Nice projection. What do we think here?
I don't know. I would choose him or Harden. He's minus 490. Harden's minus 440.
Yeah,
I give it a 4.
Could we just see him against Utah? Just want to see that real quick.
4 last time they played. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He does have more. I mean, if you think about it from that perspective, he's actually a better play than Harden. Right?
Yeah.
right? Like he clears it by a much bigger margin. His hit rate is a little lower because he missed in 3 games, but he does clear by a much bigger margin. How many minutes is he projected for?
34.
All right, so he's back from. He's averaging 8, so he and Harden are both just jacking up a ton of threes, but he seems to be a more efficient 3-point shooter.
I want to put Harden to a 4 and Powell to a 5.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, last one. I was actually looking at him earlier. Kobe White for 2 threes against Toronto. 83% on the season, 9 of his last 10. DVP of 4, 89th percentile 3-point shooter. This one was feeling very nice.
It's kind of fallen off though a little bit. Like he started out super hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's picking it up a little bit, but
yeah,
it's a UNC guy, so immediate bias.
my rec league, my son's rec league basketball team were the Tar Heels this upcoming season. Sorry
For you. Last 3 games, he's attempted 12, 11, and 9 threes. So
it's a lot,
dude. He's attempting over 10 threes a game, and we only need 2. I mean, it does seem pretty good.
All right, 5.
Yeah, you doing it?
Yeah.
You want to throw Harden back in as a 5 and just go crazy on this?
Everyone except Jaden Ivey got knocked out. All right, let's do it.
All right, Harden's back in, and we're going to add in Kobe White for 2 threes because he takes a million of them, and he's a minus 490. So if you do those 6 guys, that's plus 187. So Barrett for 1, Kobe White for 2, Powell and Harden for 2 each, LaMelo for 2, Hero for 2, and Donovan Mitchell for 2. That's plus 187. That seems.
What is that?
Solid.
6? What is that? 6 legs?
Yeah, 6 legs.
All right.
6. Oh no, 7 legs.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 legs. So seems doable.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I think we're good. I don't know if we need to dive into the PRAs. You come into the Discord. We've actually been doing what we're calling a volcano challenge, which is our equivalent of the ladder challenge. We're on day 4, and we've been mostly using alt PRA builders for that. So we're almost halfway to making $5,000. So actually $7,000 we're now projected for. So
yeah, that's right. Since we
upped the ante. So we started with $20, and we're going to end up with 7,000 before Christmas.
Let's go.
Kids are going to get some good presents this year.
Pay for all those gifts. Let's go. You want to take a look? We just had one question on X to look at Keontae George for 3 rebounds. Interesting play there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, look at that.
Look at him lately. Wow. You can see why. Now I see why you're asking. Minute. Look at his minutes are.
So against the Clippers, let's start there. He had 5 rebounds. Didn't you play this Keontae George? You played Keontae George.
I played his rebounds at some point. He didn't cash though. I don't think
we were on that massive hot streak, and Tom forced this Keontae George play, and he ended up.
You hung up the phone on me that day.
I hung up the phone on him that day. But that was like in this period of Keontae George's life.
Yes, yeah,
not this period.
6 games of Keontae George's life. Yeah,
this is looking appealing. Let's look at some comps. He's considered. Is he a point guard or a shooting guard? He's classified as a shooting guard, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the guy who's playing point for them, right?
But just in one game, Brown, Watson, and Strother all had 3+. Amen Thompson, you can't compare him to Amen Thompson, but DiVincenzo, that's probably a decent comp, had 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 3. A lot of green on the shooting guard side.
Yeah, he's playing 85% of his minutes at point guard, 15% at shooting guard. So
all right. I mean, point guards don't look quite as good in the last week or 2. Your boy Jamal Murray did clear. I like it. I don't love it. I do like it though. I like the recent trend.
I do like the recent. I feel like there could be some regression coming, possibly. I don't know.
How many minutes is he projected for?
sure here. Let's see.
They got so many good rebounders on that team, right? Between Walker Kessler and John Collins and Markkanen, right? I mean, those guys just suck up all
32
the rebounds.
minutes. What's up, Nick Swisher? Good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I like it. I don't love it. If I was giving that a star rating, I'd probably give it a 4.
All right. You want to run through the 5-star plays before we wrap up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Would love to.
Let's do that. Pull this up here.
All right. We're back to our sheet here. Let's look at all of our 5-star plays. Let's get rid of the blanks. This is a very nice list, I have to say.
This is a good list, yeah.
All right, so we didn't end up with a ton on the points, rebounds, and assists. A lot of rebound plays. We got Zubac for 8, Cade for 5, Sabonis for 10. I almost said 4. Keegan Murray, we brought down. He's good for 4.
Yep.
And then Jimmy Butler for 3 assists, and De'Aaron Fox, as I twisted Tom's arm to bring him from 18 to 17 points. So we'll play
it's
that.
all going to pay off tonight. It's all going to pay off tonight.
Yeah.
So I like this. That's 6 legs. We have a 6-game slate. So we're basically picking a pick per game, although some, more of them are from one game, but regardless, I think that's a good place to target. And then we got
and look at all the hit rates. Everybody's exceeded when they played their opponent. The DVPs for the most part are pretty good. Projections are all 1.3 or higher, and the cleaning the glass ranks are like mostly.
I love the cleaning the glass ranks on all these. And
look at the minute hit rates too, right? Yeah. So good stuff there. And then on the threes, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. So RJ Barrett for 1, LaMelo for 2. Tyler Hero for the rest. All the rest are for 2. RJ is the only guy at 1. Everybody else is for 2. The guys who we want for 2 made threes are LaMelo, Tyler Hero, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Norm Powell, and finally Kobe White, which is Dave's least favorite of the bunch. If you were leaving one,
a lot of inefficient shooters out there jacking up 10,
lots of threes,
10 3. I mean, look at between LaMelo, Harden, Powell, and Kobe White. That's 50 point attempts tonight.
Yeah. Yes. All of them. All these guys are just massive 3-point shooters.
Massive shooters. So we don't need efficient shooting. We just need a couple to go in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the 3-point play gets you to plus 186 on FanDuel, which is very nice.
Nice. That's very nice. All right. Nice work today. We'll cook something up. We'll get it up in the Discord. Maybe if we're feeling it, we could share something in X as well. But we'll see. But remember, take advantage. We're the Discord for 2 weeks, free trial. So come check it out, and you'll get whatever we end up cooking up off of this one. And nice work today, Dave. And enjoy the games. We got a little Monday Night Football. 2 Monday Night Football games tonight. So we'll have some football picks up in the Discord as well. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate the comments. Let's all make some money tonight.
Let's go.